Top 5 at 5. Brought to you by Gutter Helmet of Minnesota. Never clean your gutters again. Learn more at gutterhelmetmn.com.
Kessler in studio beginning in about a little less than 30 minutes. Gaardsy, where would you like to begin?
We're going to start like we usually do with hockey in the top 5 at 5. Oh, man, we just got a statement from Zuki. I don't think I can even read it. It's too long.
It's emotional. Yeah, thank you to
what a
Wild
ride it's
Nation,
been in Minnesota.
the state of hockey.
Thanks for believing in me, supporting our team, making our family's time in Minnesota so special.
Yeah.
We will miss you.
Yeah.
We will always be grateful for everything you gave us.
Yeah.
That's the beginning and the end. We don't need the middle. But Zuki is going to the Los Angeles Kings. It's a $1 million contract. However, Russo, about a half an hour ago, said Zuki gets a $5 million bonus at 10 games played. He's old enough where he can get those bonuses where your salary cap number is one thing, but then you can also get bonuses. So Matt Zuccarello, the Nookie Blankie for Kirill Kaprizov.
He could end up with $6 million out of this, correct?
Yes, is on his way out. If he plays 10 games.
If he plays 10 games.
So,
and he was making, I think, 4 for us.
Okay.
So is that the story? Is it basically we don't want to spend another, what essentially is going to be another $2 million for him?
I think so.
For the upcoming season?
Well, and Kirill's contract heats up today.
Yeah.
His new contract starts today.
Right.
So it's not so much
again,
an extra $2 million. It's like we need to save the 6 to keep the team together.
But I'll go back to what Louis said. That in theory might be, I guess, defensible. And I don't want to overrate this player. But I've been told over and over by the hockey community that he serves a purpose here. And if he's not going to be here, then you got to make sure someone else can fill that role. And I guess that's the question, right, moving forward. And all this discussion now is about east-west versus north-south in terms of
which direction
he plays in, or they play in tandem. So, I don't know. The great irony of this is going to be, even though we all said that the Wild had to do whatever they had to do to sign Kaprizov, that in the end might screw us as much as anything else, right? Because it has taken away a lot of flexibility. And we have spent a lot of money on lower level guys. If you put all those numbers together,
That's true.
It's undeniable. That's got to be put in the mix here. And that also takes away some of your flexibility.
You didn't have the flexibility, or you weren't able to, if you wanted to, sign Anders Lee for whatever the reason.
That dream's also done.
Edina native. Russo tweeted out an hour ago he's not coming here.
He'll never get a job in this town again.
And at 23 minutes ago, Anders Lee signs a 3-year deal worth $5.4 million to go to Utah, which is also where your guy Vincent Trocheck is going.
Yeah, that was another guy we were at least allegedly eyeing as a consolation prize, right?
Yeah. So that's kind of the Wild steam of the day in terms of who's not coming here and who's leaving.
Yeah. Well,
as free agency continues.
So the big fish is still out there.
Dylan Larkin.
But I don't know that I don't think there's any reason to believe it's automatic that we're going to get him. Or that he's even going to get moved at all. I mean, Louis was talking about Yzerman. He said, this is not a guy, he's not a guy who blinks easily.
He doesn't get bullied.
He's under contract. Isn't Larkin under contract for like 4 or 5 more years?
He's got more term, yeah, for sure.
So, again, I don't think this is a general manager who's going to panic, I guess. So I get Billy Guerin's got to play the long game, but he also has to fill some positions, right? That's the thing. The hockey community cannot have it both ways, right? They can't tell me for months and months, you don't understand how valuable Zuccarello is. And then now say, 38, 39, what's the difference? He's not, how good is he at this point? It's got to be one or the other, doesn't it? It's now too convenient to say it doesn't matter. But it's obviously clear, at least from Zuccarello's point of view, that he was told early that you're probably not going to be a part of our future.
Right. The Minnesota Lynx are 15-4, almost halfway through the 44-game regular season. They sit atop the WNBA standings. They have the Rookie of the Year in Olivia Miles. And today, on the practice court, Dorka Juhas returned, rotation player. And
the rich get richer, man.
MVP Nafisa Collier back on the court. Both were full participants today.
When is the WNBA trade deadline?
I don't know. You want me to look it up quickly?
No, I'm just saying, how could you have a better trade deadline acquisition than adding Nafisa Collier to your front court?
You can't.
You can't.
August 21st, the trade deadline.
Yeah, So it's like getting a great deal. Bonus. Nafisa Collier on top of already having the best record in the sport.
She said today, talking about Fee, we don't have a goal game yet on when they're returning, but in case you're wondering, the Lynx travel to face the New York Liberty on Friday.
It won't be that day.
You don't think so?
No. You don't want to. Liberty? Talk about dirty. You really want to give them a free shot at her? In this league?
That's a good
point. The way it's set up?
That's a good point, especially, with the way the commissioner's not going to punish whoever does it.
Definitely not.
Especially not. So anyway, we've been wondering, we've been waiting, and we've been waiting a while, right? Because originally we kind of thought it was going to be early June for Fee, then mid-June for Fee. Well, today's July 1, and she is back, at least on the practice court, ramping up to get ready to play. So that is good news.
Outstanding.
What was your favorite Mike Conley moment? He will be, when he plays for the Boston Celtics, the 14th player in NBA history to play in 20 different seasons.
How about that?
Which I'm sure means a lot to him.
Gotta mean a lot.
But he will play year 20 with the Boston Celtics.
Benchmark, 20 years in the league?
A 1-year contract. He did, the Timberwolves.
How much did he get? Do we know?
I don't. I would assume it's the veterans minimum.
Okay. Well.
Here's the thing. We didn't talk about this, and I missed this, and I'm mad at myself because Johnny had texted me yesterday about the Hinkle Fieldhouse thing because he knows me, the NBA Cup. So when I went to click on that, I missed that Bones is back.
Yeah, on a minimum.
That happened in the 5 o'clock hour. But I also think, contract spot, money, but Bones is going to get time in front of Conley, right? We just learned that. So you think about, we just saw that this year, even when they had point guard problems.
Well, he had a stretch where I had to felt compelled to semi-apologize because I had sort of dismissed him. It didn't last all that long, to be honest with you.
And he didn't play in the postseason.
It didn't last in the postseason at all. So I don't know. I guess we need bodies.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not sure this makes a hell of a lot of sense to me. But
well, I think given that they definitely want to play faster.
Yeah, right.
And he's one of the Turbo Twins, right?
Right.
With Io. And now they've got LaMelo. If I'm Mike Conley, I'm looking at it and going, well, I'm never going to get to play because we know you like Bones. Obviously, you got to play LaMelo. Io's going to play a lot as well. But that's 3 guards right there, point guard-ish guys.
Correct.
And Conley, he said with you, I think, that even the last couple weeks of the season in the playoffs against Denver, it said, I proved to myself I can still go out there and at least be functional.
Correct.
So he wanted to play.
Here's
Boston's maybe giving him that opportunity.
Do you have a Pie Press subscription?
Yeah, I should.
Can you pay off? It was a brilliant tease in the headline of the Jace Frederick news story on the Conley development. And the headline was, or maybe it was the subhead, basically was, here's why Conley chose Boston over returning to the Wolves. But I don't have a subscription to it, although I think I can get a deal. It's like is it like $1 for 5 months or something? I probably should. And I'm curious to know what his reporting was. What was the logic that he came up with? Because the headline seemed to indicate to me he could have come back here, but chose Boston, unless I misread the headline.
Well, I'm trying to get my subscription.
Wouldn't you be kind of curious about that?
Yes, I would like to know. And Jace, if you're listening, could you just text us? Because I'm having paywall problems here in this computer. The subscription I know is on my laptop. I don't know if I have it here.
Okay.
So I can't just log right into it.
Yeah.
But, we'll get to the bottom of it. Because, yes, I do subscribe for Jace and Andy and Dane and everybody else there at Pioneer Press. So we'll get to the bottom of that. But anyway, Conley is no more. He is on his way to Boston. Did I want to bring anything else up here?
Well, we got to bring up, I'm looking up all of a sudden.
Wow.
Senegal up 2-0 on Belgium well into the second half. And now I look up, and Belgium has tied it with obviously 2 straight goals. It's 2-2. We are now in the 98th minute of action. This is obviously an extra time, so a dramatic comeback by Belgium that looked dead in the water And this has extra time written all over it, and then maybe another penalty kick in.
That would be the team that the winner of this game would be the team that the United
Yes.
States would face should they advance in their round of 32 knockout stage game tonight in
Correct.
Santa Clara, California. Bosnia-Herzegovina, 7 o'clock puck drop there. It's a good time also because we're America to talk about our birthday, $250,000 have been given away or are being given away around the country. $2,500 could be given away to you if you go to KFAN.com and enter the keyword Liberty. That's our bonus bucks cash contest giveaway clue tonight. KFAN.com, keyword Liberty. The U.S. with a big one tonight against Bosnia, making just their second knockout round appearance of all time.
We might get to the Dunaz next. I do know I got a couple of texts to address. If we get too deep in those weeds, we may save the Dunaz for after Kessler, who will join in studio beginning at about 5:30.
Bumper to Bumper with Dan Barrera.
I got a series of extended texts from your guy, Jace Frederick. Did you get them too? Attempting to answer the question I asked as you were trying to log on to Pioneer Press. Get your deal for like 6 months, I think, for $1 or something like that.
No, I didn't get him. Thanks a lot, Jace.
All right. Then he sent them to me.
He's going right to the source.
Hold on a second. Let me see if let me catch my bearings here, because I'd like to get back to the headline, because the headline was what was enticing. Why Mike Conley chose Celtics over Timberwolves. And
It's also huge breaking NBA news to get to as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it affect us?
Not necessarily.
Oh. Well, the implication here is the Wolves did want him back, although then they did, and you had it in the top 5. We re-signed Bones Highland, and that maybe for Conley, even if the Wolves said they wanted him back, that the handwriting was on the wall, that he'd have even less chance to actually play, and that maybe he's been led to believe he'd have some chance to do so in Boston, where maybe he wouldn't be, for the Celtics, he wouldn't be behind as many people. And then he's got the usual quotes from Finchie, basically saying best ever.
Yep.
There's always room for him, for Conley.
There's always
and Conley
a role for Mike Conley.
saying pretty much the same thing as in Tim Conley. But the implication here is maybe an understanding that if they were still, and I don't even know if there was an offer on the table for Conley to come back here, but that playing the odds at this point, maybe you move it on. There's also some quotes he had in there from Conley at some point talking about how he always wanted to take a stab at playing in a bigger city.
I did see that, yeah.
And, getting on the subway to go to work.
The Green Line.
Just something different.
Goes right by TD Garden.
There you go. So it ain't New York, but it ain't Chicago, but it's Boston. And there's plenty of mass transit and plenty of opportunities to feel that gritty. I guess we weren't gritty enough for him. I don't know. I thought he liked us.
Too nice out there in the suburbs, I guess.
You think that's what it is?
I guess.
Yeah, you might be right.
I'm not sure.
He did move his family here, right? I think they had a place.
At least one of them plays hockey. I mean, they're embedded.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably live
Still
here.
Could be, yeah.
They'll move here after, because why wouldn't they?
No question about that. Uh-oh, what is it? What do we got? I'm excited.
It affects Mike Conley, actually. Shams bomb. Jaylen Brown.
Wow.
Traded to the Philadelphia 76ers.
The Sixers.
For Paul George. 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks.
What the? Well, that sounds like Boston is packing it in.
Well, they definitely.
Paul George is 80.
He's 80. He probably doesn't make as much money as Jaylen Brown. I'm sure he's a max guy. But the Jaylen thing got so sideways, I think they had to trade him.
That's remarkable.
And 2 first-round picks, which, again, not everything, but that's pretty big. 2 firsts.
Yeah, in Philly. Yeah,
and Paul George.
But that's saying we're out of our window. Now, maybe they felt that already. I don't know, but I mean, I mentioned how little the Wolves got on Randall. Now, they did get a player, once upon a time a great player, but he's well past his prime, Paul George. So that's another deal where you go, well, you didn't exactly get value there in any way, shape. That's not value. I get the picks, but I'm not consumed by picks the way some people are. This is a team that's 2 years removed from winning it all. had a terrific regular season this last year, then underachieved in the postseason. I am shocked because the last rumor was, well, Denver.
Yeah.
With a combo platter series that included, who's the point guard for the Nuggets?
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray.
Yep.
Wouldn't you rather have Jamal Murray at this point than Paul George?
Yeah, probably.
Not even close.
I'm looking at George's
Unless
numbers.
you're saying it's over. Paul George can't. He does not hold up at this point. There's no way.
Well, here's the thing. He played 37 games, but it was because he missed a bunch because he got suspended.
I know.
Right, for performance-enhancing stuff.
But how old is he?
Paul George? Let's see.
Maybe he's not as old as I think of him because I feel like he's been around forever.
Ooh, how old do you think he is?
I'm going to say 34.
He's actually older than that. He's
older than that.
36.
Now, see, this makes no sense to me other than we're done. Or you got ownership there that said we're done spending like this. And because that's sort of what they started doing last year. And
Correct.
It's newer ownership.
Correct.
And maybe they said we can live off the ring for a while, and we're unloading because it's the Jalen contract is massive.
Yes,
but he's also a very good player,
top 15 player probably.
Apparently, Boston ownership and maybe even the general manager agreed with that analytics guy who told Bobby Marks that Jalen in the analytic world is no better than the 7th best player on the Celtics. That's what this looks like to me.
Yeah.
Man, that is a stunner. That's a massive ring. I mean, that's a ripple story through the entire National Basketball Association. There's no question.
So, yeah, I figured that was worth breaking.
There's no doubt. 100%. Belgium, Senegal in extra time.
How come they're not telling us how much on the screen? Usually they tell us. They have like the plus whatever number.
No, this is the extra
this
time
is just
as in overtime.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right.
This is extra time.
This is extra time. And as I recall it, it's 2 15-minute periods.
Yep.
It's not sudden death at this point at all. You got 2 15-minute periods, and then if you're still tied, that's when we go back to the penalty kicks, which we've seen a couple of times. So,
God, the knockout stage, man.
Yeah,
it's good to have a team in it.
I
really, care so much more.
So much more. Yeah, I agree. There's no question. Regarding our conversation on, is it Alyssa Thomas?
Yeah.
Dan, how about the simple idea that don't throat punch someone and then you won't get racist comments and threats hurled at you? Thomas in no way, shape, or form is the victim here. I think you might be trying to say that, but hearing you say that explicitly would bring a lot of clarity to the situation. That's from 651 guy Mark in Roseville. A couple things I would say. I would say you need to stop the sentence at don't throat punch someone. To lay out the notion that, well, you kind of asked for it. You kind of asked for racist comments and threats because of what you did. That's not a road that makes any sense to me at all, Roseville guy. You can't go there. Now, is she trying too hard to paint herself as a victim across the board here? Yeah, this happens all the time. A lot of players have done that. Draymond Green has done that historically too. But no. The message that I'm conveying isn't and won't ever be, well, you don't want that kind of pushback. The only pushback she should receive should have nothing to do with her race, as in racist comments. Let's just then end it there. Period. Complete stop. No negotiation, no discussion. You destroy your own credibility about whatever outrage you have about the act itself. This should be about the act itself, not the race of the individual who's responsible for it. Come on, man. You got to know better than that. But from the beginning, we've not in any way, shape, or form we've criticized her for the behavior. Again, it's not worthy of a massive suspension, I don't think, or worthy of, banning her from the game no. It was missed. It has not been handled well by the league. Frankly, it hasn't been handled well by her team. And I just earlier in the show said, come on, from her, I'd like to see at least some acknowledgement of the act itself. Because I will say this, if you want to go down the race road, I will to this degree. If it's a white player's fist on the throat of a black player on the ground, there'd be a lot about the optics. A lot discussed and a lot written. Whether it should be about that or not, it would be. No question. about that. So the behavior itself, it just needs to be called out. Not that, well, get what you asked for. No. That's exactly the kind of thinking that puts us in the kind of the sad position that we sometimes are in. Let's pause now. Let's prepare for Pat Kessler. I'm not going to lie to you. Do we have a trigger warning on this show?
I think it's just Kessler's Open.
Well,
for some.
Yeah, that's sad. That might be 100% true. Because it's going to be a lot of patting himself on the back for all the visits, the visit to New York, and all the stops that he made with Freaky McFreak, the whole bit, right? We may get to some news eventually and some politics eventually, but I wouldn't hold your breath.
You're listening to Barrero on The Fan.
The global stage is lit.
Pat Kessler.
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
I can't trust Obama. He's an Arab.
Pat Kessler.
Tear down this wall.
I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
At the Minneapolis airport.
Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
Pat Kessler. And now, to help Dan break down all the tough questions in politics, it's our own Pat Kessler Political Walk.
I feel like a supermodel, except like times 10.
It's Channel 4's Pat Kessler with Dan Barrero on The Fan.
Many of us are frustrated.
We might be on the verge of penalty kicks in Belgium versus Senegal. We're approaching the 117-minute mark in extra time. It's 2-2.
It's incredible how these games have been going.
That was a good scoring opportunity right there. Went high, it looks like. Let's see.
The conditioning of these athletes
it's absurd.
Incredible.
It's absurd. We got a lot of ground to try to cover with you today. My understanding, though, is that you are a bit disappointed in both of us. Is that correct?
Well, I think I am. I'm just coming back from a vacation. I feel like a sixth grader, and I took all these photos with my little disposable cardboard camera box, and I was excited to show them to you. And then I hear my two very best friends talking about what a loser I am.
I don't think that word was ever used to describe you.
Show.
Yeah, was that the last show?
Might have been, yeah.
I don't think we said that.
So you heard my fifis.
All right, I'm sorry. Well, would you agree that right now?
But I'm strutting. Yeah, I'm strutting. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I know you'll get there. Do you feel sometimes that you have too much time on your hands?
Never.
Well, I don't believe
Never
you.
enough time.
I don't.
Seriously.
To do what?
Whatever the hell I want.
Oh, that's the point.
Yes.
But that's a lot of different things. It isn't anything that we viewed as solid and significant and important.
Important, no.
Yeah.
I do nothing important.
I hold in my hands.
Oh, Lord.
Right here.
Okay, I want to see.
This opportunity is staring you in the face. And the question is whether you'll choke or whether you will take full advantage of it. Would you be interested in a job with a salary range of between $200,000 and $230,000 a year?
Not enough, but go ahead. Go on.
You knew that was coming.
To start, is it not?
Go on. I'm interested in hearing,
For the record, applications will be accepted until August 7.
Okay.
So you got a little time
Got some
yet,
time.
but don't
for my cover letter.
Don't dawdle in it. Let me see if I can ease my way into this before I actually name it. Core values. See if you think you qualify here.
Here we go.
This is the true test.
Oh, Lord.
Integrity.
Check.
Iffy.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Right out of the gate.
All right,
Didn't even wait.
Shots fired.
Stewardship. I don't even know what that means.
I don't, but I think I might have it.
Equity and community focus.
What a great state.
Yep.
Accountability.
Never.
Innovation.
Got that. Got some of that.
And responsiveness.
Sure.
You're pretty responsive.
I am trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Clean. I appreciate that.
Good.
This leader will manage a small but highly impactful team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so there's other people involved.
Overseeing complex relationships.
Interesting.
With key partners, including government entities.
Oh, Lord.
Consultants and contractors, and the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh!
You care to guess
the
what
magic
the job
words?
Executive Director, Minnesota Sports Facilities Authority.
No.
The job is open.
It's open right now?
Right now.
Do tickets come with it?
They used to.
Yeah, you ruined that.
That's true.
Was that your story? No, it was. Did you do that story?
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah, many times.
I'm just telling you, man.
Oh, yeah, it's well, I don't want to work that hard.
The Minnesota
Sports
one. Facilities Authority.
I did not
number
realize
2 job,
that.
wide open.
All right, so you can, you manage not just the sports teams, but also concerts.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
I was going to say that. Taylor Swift's wedding.
Here's your strength. This is, I think, what you lead with during the interview.
Okay. Oh, you're going to play act here.
Well,
here we go.
In all honesty, isn't a crucial part of this job understanding how the Minnesota State Legislature works, how things get done? Who better than you covered the Capitol for the better part of a half a century, for God's sake?
Sure.
That's your in right there. You say, you don't have to read any, you don't need any advice. You don't have to read a handbook. You've lived it. You know about how those relationships are divvied out, etc.
It's all about the future.
Developed.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's about the future. So, yeah, what are you going to do? How are you going to help me? I am the engine of Minneapolis and Minnesota right here at the Sports Facilities Commission. So I'm
Gaardsy, here's what we should do.
double the salary.
We should, well, I don't know what range.
What are you talking about?
Maybe they've got some
how hard
flexibility.
the job that is?
Yeah, it's a hard job. Maybe what we do is, can we nominate him? Could we present him as someone that they should look at?
Well, I think we would just have to fill out his application. I think that's how we nominate him.
Yeah,
I think we're nominating him now.
Yeah, I think if anyone's listening, sure. Now, here's my question. Will they oversee the planning, design, and construction of the new Timberwolves arena?
I think the answer to that is no.
That's a good question. I would say.
It's a good one.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, I mean, do they want some public money? Do they want to be...
Yeah.
Do you want to be part
public
of the
financing
family?
Somewhere, at least maybe a couple of tax
You want to be
breaks.
part of the family.
Yeah, well.
You want some of that sweet
How many of these stadium
gambling money
deals and crises have you been through?
I've been through many.
A bunch of them, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, that is actually quite a skill if you are working in that business. The building of stadiums at the University of Minnesota, in the Vikings and the Twins. I mean, that's something.
Compensation. As I mentioned, salary range $200,000 to $230,000, which sounds
pretty
low
good.
for you.
Yeah, low, but go ahead.
Here's what else you'll get. Health care, paid time off, long-term disability insurance, dental care, paid holidays, pension plan.
Ooh. How many paid holidays?
And life insurance. Yeah. That's a very good question. I don't know.
So
and by the way,
yes.
Do you happen to know who is on the MSFA Board of Commissioners?
It's a nice board. I bet you know a lot of them.
Lester Bagley?
Incorrect. Sorry.
Dang it!
Yeah. Well,
there goes my in.
You wouldn't even have to apply if he was.
Yeah. Okay, I want to know.
You might recognize some of these names. Tony Sertich.
Very much, yeah.
Laura Bishop. Do you know her?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Vekich.
Very much, yeah. He's the fireman. He fixes up all sorts of stuff.
Bill McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
And Sharon Sales Belton.
Wow, we love her.
You're in.
Friend of the show.
That's true.
My gosh.
Do you know the distinction that Sharon Sales Belton shares with Ken Patera, among others?
Man, that is so out there. I just don't even know where to go.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on. Stop.
Do you have a breaking news sounder?
Oh, wow.
Belgium wins it in extra time at the 1:25:03 mark.
Well, they haven't won it yet, have they?
That's a good point.
Yeah, there's no golden goal, so they got to get going.
That's a good point. You're right. I keep forgetting it, but at 1:25, there can't be that much time left. You got 90 plus 30. So this must be extra time. We'll see. But Belgium
my God.
is up now 3-2 after being down in this game 2-0. If the U.S. wins tonight, they play the winner of this game.
Wow, so
they got a penalty kick.
Yeah.
They got a basically that's basically a penalty kick. You're exactly
what
right.
happened.
Wow.
A penalty in the box.
Wow.
There's some bitterness there. That's for sure. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
Well, yeah, that's
the clock's continuing to go.
To answer the question, Kessler, we had to dump Sharon Sales Belton for language,
Oh, that's right.
which we also had to do multiple times for Kenny Patera.
Was that the last time she was on the show?
I don't think it was the last time, but it was around that
What
time.
did she
And
say?
Kenny Patera?
Can you hint at it? I don't remember.
I can't remember exactly the words.
It wasn't the Effenheimer, was it?
No, I don't think so.
But your hand is on the button all the time
Has
when
to
I'm
be.
on.
Well, pretty much.
for
yeah.
sure, hovering.
Yeah.
Well, that's not usually for like a 4-letter word. That's more for
Taste.
Innuendo.
and taste. Yeah, taste is exactly it. That's true. Desired qualifications, exceptional written, verbal, and interpersonal communication skills.
Sometimes.
You feel pretty
Sure.
good there, don't you?
Yeah.
Demonstrating sound judgment, integrity, and commitment to ethical leadership.
Yeah, I could do that.
Bachelor's degree required. Advanced degree preferred. You okay there?
Ooh.
Not so much. You going back for? You might
I
want to
could.
consider going back for the masters.
I could.
Art history. She never took.
How do you know?
Look at preferred experience, familiarity with public finance,
Okay.
governmental accounting, and complex contracts. You got all kinds of background there, correct?
Yes, I can do finance. Absolutely.
I'm just saying, man.
I know it's written for me, and as a
It
matter of
is.
fact, as Roberta Flack would say, it's like you took my letters and read each one out loud. Just now.
That's quite a reference. That's quite a great reference.
Read each one out loud.
When we last met in this studio, you were excited about going to see, I think actually for you, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You're more excited about seeing Earth, Wind, and Fire than Lionel
That was
Richie.
unbelievable.
Even though it was the main attraction, technically, I guess, was supposed to be Lionel Richie.
Well, Earth, Wind, and Fire was the opening act for Lionel Richie.
For better, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what they were.
So what happened? Lionel Richie, how obvious was it that something was off? Well, first of all, let's stop. Let's back up. How was the Earth, Wind, and Fire portion of the concert?
Iconic. So gratifying, so incredible, playing all the 12-piece band, playing like it was 1976. I mean, it was incredible. 3 of the original band members, some of the kids of the band members were playing.
Nice.
Big horn section.
Yeah.
It was really, really
Were you in the
gratifying.
mosh pit?
I tried to make it down there, but no. I mean,
All right.
everybody was danced through the entire concert. Everybody on their feet. And so it was pretty cool.
That was good. And then Lionel Richie comes on. And then
Lionel Richie came on, and, everybody was kind of excited, very excited, I should say. I mean, it's Lionel Richie. Why wouldn't they be? And so my gal and I noticed immediately that he was sweating profusely, right when he came out. So we thought, it must be, he had pyrotechnics.
Right.
It was like a Las Vegas or an American Idol show. That's what it was like. And Earth, Wind, and Fire like it was down at the nightclub. It was really good. So, but he was fine. He sang a couple of songs. Then he's doing Dancing in the Ceiling, and suddenly you see him kind of weaving back and forth, and he, boom, sits down on the stage.
Ooh.
Stairs on the stage that he'd been climbing up and down.
Oh, man.
And, I turned to him. I thought,
Something's up, maybe?
Something's going on here.
Yeah.
Whip out the camera right away. And what?
What, an ambulance chaser? Even then? I mean, come on. Have some
Something's
discretion.
going on.
Okay.
Something's going on. And so he's there, and he gets back up, and he says, I've learned a long time ago in this business, when you start feeling dizzy, you sit your ass down.
That's what he said?
That's what he said.
Well, that's true.
And so he got up again, and he tried to continue, and he sat down again, and it got to a point where you saw the band members, they're alarmed. They all come up right next to him and sit on the stairs, a bunch of steps, stairway with him until he finishes the song, and he's kind of wobbling, and then he goes to the piano. He's going to sing one of your favorite songs, 3 Times a Lady.
Great song.
And I love you. And I'm saying that to you right now.
I appreciate that.
So then he just stops and says, you know what? We're going to have a short intermission here. Please don't go. Nobody go anywhere. We're going to have an intermission here. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be right back. I promise. So he leaves the stage, and everybody else is still on the stage, all the band members, and they're waiting, and then suddenly they going back, and then it's over.
Wow.
So
what was the delay before you knew it was over? I mean,
it was almost 30 minutes.
Man.
And
then did they make an announcement at that point?
They did. Okay. And then one of the horn guys comes out and says that we're not going to continue. He's not feeling well. Apparently they took him to the hospital. I still don't know exactly what happened. Sounded like dehydration.
It could be.
Maybe some heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hot. It looked like it was hot on the stage. So it was very alarming. And he canceled the show the next day.
Yeah.
Canceled the show in Chicago, in Columbus. And it wasn't frightening because we didn't know what was happening.
But concerning. Certainly.
Very concerning.
And off-putting. It's a tough spot.
Yeah, it was unsettling for sure. And so we didn't know what was going on, and nobody was telling us. But when they came out, everybody kind of left, as they do in Minnesota, very calmly, and it was fine. The show was only about half over. So, but it was... But here's the thing. I mean, I always knew he was... There it is, right there.
It's in the books.
There it is, in the books.
Belgium, it's a final 3-2 over Senegal in extra time after being down 2-0, I think, in the second half.
That's a hell of a comeback.
It's soccer. It's everything is what it is. Because the 2-goal lead in soccer is like... the
52 donuts.
The most dangerous. There's no... yeah, exactly. No, it is, actually. You're right about that. Nowhere near as the same as in hockey. So there you go. So Belgium advances to play the winner of USA versus Bosnia-Herzegovina tonight. Prime time.
It's so exciting. I mean, I'm totally into this.
Yeah, I am too. I'm with you on that.
One more thing about Lionel. Yes. I'm just going to say this because this has never happened to me before. But I tweet stuff out all the time.
Yes.
And I'll get some views on something. I didn't get 10,000. I didn't get 20,000. You know how many views I got for him dropping down on the stage?
I'm going to say a couple 100,000.
Times 10.
Seriously?
3 million.
Is that right?
3 million views.
Did you get money for that?
Well, here's the deal.
Is it?
Friend of the show, Ian Leonard, is instructing me on what to do with this.
Oh,
how to handle it.
How to monetize it?
Yeah, because I'm getting calls.
So what do? You got to turn it in?
I'm getting calls from Japan and Germany and New York, and the New York Post just stole it.
No, didn't even ask for permission or anything?
They gave me credit, but so it's unbelievable what happens. I mean, I've never had
Once a reporter,
anything,
always a reporter, Gaardsy.
I've never had anything like this
Camera
happen.
out.
That's a lot.
And fade,
I didn't realize
and
that.
fade to black. So I mean, it was crazy. So that is an experience I have never had, and so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I just turned it over to somebody to handle it because I can't answer all these requests.
Maybe this will enhance your chances to get the executive director role, Minnesota Sports Facilities Authority.
Well, what I do in this situation, if I was the head of the executive director of the Sports Facilities Commission, and Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were about to get married in the Dome, in the U.S. Bank Arena.
Right.
I would surreptitiously take video and sell it. Would that enhance my salary?
I would make this suggestion if you're going to apply for this job and interview.
Yeah.
You might want to get the name of it right. It's not the commission anymore. It's the Minnesota Sports Facilities Authority.
Of course.
And it's U.S. Bank Stadium.
Of course.
And it's U.S. Bank Stadium. It's not an arena.
I get it. I'm ahead of
the
my
dome
mind.
went down about 15 years ago.
My mind is working so fast here.
Is that what
and by the way, may I ask this question?
You ask this question.
Do you? Okay, that's really funny. That's hilarious.
Guess you had to be there.
Why would Taylor Swift want to get married at Madison Square Garden? I mean, why would you want to do that? Maybe a party? I mean, honest to God.
You know the theory?
I want to know.
The theory is because they can secure it. That no pictures in, no pictures out. They're basically, from what I've gathered, and every tweet I see is about what's being brought into Madison Square Garden. Mm-hmm. It seems like they're creating an outdoor venue inside Madison Square Garden where no paparazzi can get into, where nothing can leak. That's the theory.
There's no other place in the United States where you could have I'm going to guess that they got married and this is going to be a party. And you think
I would roll that out?
Yeah, it could be.
How much does something like this cost?
$150.
$50 billion.
I mean, it's not like
it's all
Jeff
sponsored.
Bezos, is it?
It's all sponsored.
No, it's not.
They're not paying a dime. You know that. It's all paid for.
You are...
The whole it's going to be a Netflix series.
Yes.
Netflix is paid for it.
She's definitely going to package it and sell it.
Yeah, come on.
Which is the one thing I don't love about it.
I would be very disappointed if that happens.
It's going to happen.
I would be very, very disappointed.
So you go from the Lionel Richie event. This is your week anniversary celebration. Mm-hmm. You make the sojourn to New York, where, among other things, you apparently, I'm told I'm not allowed to ask you about the movie star you met at Gallagher's Steakhouse in New York City after a Broadway show. Is that correct?
I asked you not to ask me that.
You expressly said, don't ask me. Even though I wouldn't have known, neither of us would have known that you met anybody at Gallagher's or even where you went.
Here's the other thing that I want to say before that the next day we hop a subway, drop our luggage, hop a subway, go to the Mets-Cubs game at Citi Field. The next evening. The game's over. It went 10 innings. Cubs win. Manager is fired.
Oh, that's right. You're right,
Mets manager fired. And so Lionel goes down. Next night, manager fired. So what's going to happen when I go to the Broadway show? And
what was the show? Hair? From the 60s?
Great. Remember that?
Reprised.
Remember that head with hair. Long, beautiful hair. Waxing.
That's so good.
Right down to there. Yeah, I mean, God, that was good. No, it was Oh Mary, starring Maya Rudolph from Saturday Night Live and Bridesmaids. And it was vulgar and it was tasteless.
Were you
offended? It was crass and obscene.
And you loved every second.
I loved every second of it.
How did Freaky feel about it?
Same.
She has taste.
Same.
Okay, all right.
Same.
All right.
So it was, everything was great. Everything was awesome. So dinner, and she doesn't want me to go up to this dude. She doesn't.
So you spot him?
Yeah, spot him, and not really sure.
Are you at your table?
Yeah, not really sure.
What was your on the menu for you that night? Do you remember?
We split a beautiful porterhouse at Gallagher's Steakhouse. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, so I see this guy, and is it? And I'm going to go talk to him. No, don't do it. Don't talk to him.
She's embarrassed.
Very embarrassed, as per normal. And I'm talking to people everywhere on the street and all the soccer fans.
You're like that insurance commercial, the old people. We got to keep tabs on them.
That's true.
You don't have to say anything.
I am such a loser.
It's unbelievable. No fights, though, I hope.
No. It was great.
You approached this actor
approached the guy,
at Gallagher's.
He was, as he's leaving, I said, I know who you are. I know you. Wayne Diamond.
I don't know who that is.
Wayne Diamond. Look it up, kids. From Uncut Gems.
Oh,
the KG movie.
So you literally recognize him from that film?
So, no, I didn't right away. So I know who he is. Kind of, And Wayne Diamond. And
how did he respond to your overtures?
He used the F word a couple of times, not making this up. He used the F word a couple of times.
No, he didn't.
He did. Very, very, a nice guy. Get your effing camera. Get your effing camera.
I see. Okay.
Come on, get an effing selfie. Come on. Come on. He was like, and he was no different than he was in the movie.
In the character.
No different. Same guy.
Yeah, he's got no problems with people coming up to say hi to him. I don't think you should have hemmed and hawed.
Well, I didn't. Talk to Mim about it.
Yeah, you were.
She's the one.
I don't know that I'd recognize him. I don't think I've seen that movie all the way through.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Well, he looks like a movie star.
He does, okay.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So, I should. I haven't put it out there, but maybe I should.
Yeah, you can
in the break.
He looks very approachable.
Yeah, he is.
He does not look like a guy who's going to be offended.
And he's yelling. He's like the soprano. Get your camera. Get it. It's like, come on. Just like that, yeah.
Was that your only celebrity sighting in New York?
Yeah, I think so. But, you never know for sure.
Yeah. That you spotted, that you remember.
I was hoping in the theater. And
yeah.
But, there were so many people there that you can't, because of the...
Did you properly dress?
It was unbelievable.
The last time, didn't you get in trouble with the dress code police the last time you watched
from
a
you
Broadway
guys,
play?
no, I went to see Springsteen.
Yeah, that's what
during
it was.
COVID.
Springsteen, that's
and
it.
And there was a downpour, and I was just completely soaked head to foot. And I did get grief. From who? You.
Your two best friends?
My two best friends that anyone ever had.
Yeah.
And then I overhear you saying, "What
everything.
a loser."
Yeah.
So
it's quite a trip.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, but I'm going to tell you that this is New York City with the World Cup. And I've been to New York a number of times, and there's always a lot of people, but there were tens of thousands of people on the street. So you could only take little baby steps. The crowds were crowding you so much. It's like Tokyo sometimes. It was nuts. Everybody happy, everybody joyful,
nice.
Everybody patriotic. It was quite a feeling. It was amazing to be there.
All right, let's make this the top of the hour break, and we'll get to some news items on your list. Kessler is in studio. You weren't quite as obnoxious about it as I thought you would be. Gaardsy, don't you think?
Which part?
Well, I think that was because he heard us shaming him for that early in the show.
Maybe
he
that's
tempered
what it was,
down.
yeah.
He goes, maybe I am kind of a jerk about all of this.
Well, no, maybe
I'm not relatable.
It hurt my feelings, and now I'm just introspective about my life. I'm just kind of...
Are you questioning everything
I'm questioning everything.
Yeah. That'll happen. All right, we'll come back with more. Belgium advances 3-2 win over Senegal. U.S. will take on Belgium then if they're able to get the job done tonight. Stay tuned.
You're listening to Barrero on The Fan.
From the 1-800 Ask Gary traffic.
All right, Kessler is indeed back with us. Let's get to some items on your list. You described this as a sensitive topic, and it is, I guess, in a way.
I think it is.
The question is, I think the peg here is that a Minneapolis City Council member has announced that she is taking perhaps about a month away from the job. She is citing depression, right? I think as the issue. Two other members say they're also suffering depression and PTSD, but they are not taking leave as she is. There's some other examples, I think, on the national level that you cite of individuals who just sort of took a leave of absence without much explanation. We come to find out depression is there too. So it does raise the question of, what is owed elected officials in this regard. They are in theory, well, more than theory, hopefully in practice, representing their constituencies, right? The people who voted them in. Mm-hmm. And so, when they're not there, it's like, well, can you possibly do your job? On the other hand, they're human. So what do we do? What do we do with all this?
And so what do they owe us?
Right.
Also. And it's not just the city council member in Minneapolis. It is the New Jersey Congressman Tom Kean, who disappeared for 4 months without telling anybody where he was or what was going on, anything, with a mysterious illness, without a public explanation, and came back and said that it is because of depression and that he was hospitalized, which is a very, very serious thing. But we still don't know many, many things about it. But here's the point, that, of course, we need absolutely to understand and embrace that depression is an illness. It's a physical illness. Mm-hmm. It's not being sad. It's not It's not any of that. It's not a failure of character. It's none of that, even though we have had a stigma on mental health and mental illness for quite a long time. But do our politicians like Tom Kean owe us more, particularly that he has taken advantage of programs that he voted against, that there are many people, perhaps most people in this country, do not have access to mental health care. He voted to cut Medicaid funds, which absolutely fund mental health programs, voted against family leave that we all are familiar with now, FMLA. And so these are things that we all need to discuss out in the open. I am really glad that the city council member, Chugtai, who announces she's taking time a month away from the job citing depression, she let her constituents know.
Yeah, that's the other issue.
She let them know.
What do they owe?
Yes, and so she owes us that, and she did that.
Yeah,
so good for her on that.
Which I don't think Keene did, right? Or it was a little bit more vague, a little more open-ended.
Well, we still don't know exactly what it was. He wants privacy. Well, no. You're not going to get privacy when you disappear for 4 months. He did say that that he was admitted to a hospital, indicating that when that happens, there are very, very serious issues about, in many cases, it's self-harm. Not saying that's not what this is. Right. But while he was on leave for mental health care, he's making stock trades, $190,000 we discover over the last couple of weeks. He is traveling to California. So am I being unfair here? I'm really unsure of how to describe this because of the sympathy I have for people who have this kind of mental illness. But all of us deserve the same care as these two politicians in Minnesota and in New Jersey are getting.
You have 2 minutes to explain, to answer this question. So you're going to have to be brief and hopefully effective. What has happened to Tom Emmer?
I've known Tom Emmer for many, many years, and I got into it with him the very first time I met him. But over the years, he's been generally very nice, a beautiful family, very nice. But now he goes on what I think could accurately be called a racist rant against Somalis, saying, I'm not going to be careful anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. Get the hell out if you can't assimilate. Assimilate. I mean, this is just nutty to me in this way. I shouldn't have said the word nutty because, I mean, I understand that this is a political point of view. How soon do we assimilate? My mother passed away a couple of months ago, and she spoke Swedish, but English is her second language. Her entire family here was a Swedish community in Minnesota. This is a state party, the Republican Party, and Tom Emmer was one of the founders of the Somali caucus. They were trying to mine all of these Somali votes. He was a founder of the Somali caucus. The state party, the Republican Party in the state of Minnesota about 10 years ago, moved into their party headquarters into the Somali neighborhood of Minneapolis because they cared so much about the Somali population. What happened?
That's what I'm asking.
What has happened? I think that a lot of this is driven by the hatred and cruelty that we're hearing from President Trump on this. And I'm just very, very surprised that Tom Emmer, a Minnesotan, is so harsh with everybody around him who are fellow Minnesotans.
Lastly, here's the note you sent out. I'm just going to read it. You have never raw-dogged like Norway striker Erling Haaland has raw-dogged. You want to put some meat on that bone?
Well, think about this for just a moment, that Erling Haaland is, and I'm going to pull it up here because it's just pretty incredible. He is the striker for Norway, and he's otherworldly. He is described as he's a terror. He's a monster.
He's a soccer big knocker.
He is 6'5". According to the New Yorker profile I read today, he is 208 pounds, 210 pounds. They compare him to Randy Moss, that the terror that people felt when Randy Moss ran at him is this guy. And so he is a guy who's, and I'm still looking for it, and I got caught off guard here because I've lost it. But he is a guy who traveled, proud of traveling once, raw dogging it for 7 hours, no food, no water on an airplane, no video, nothing. Have you raw dogged for 7 hours on a plane? That is my question to you.
So that includes no reading?
No reading, only a map.
What do you mean a map? You just look.
He said he could look at. He perhaps looked at a map. That's all he did. He just stared out.
No. And what does this do for him?
Well, it
helps him clear his mind.
It's part of the character of who he is.
Right.
That somebody who has become a worldwide Viking terror. He consumes, according to the New Yorker, 6,000 calories a day. He exercises by chopping wood in the forest, drinks raw milk after training, and is somebody who raw dogs for 7 hours on planes. That's who this dude is.
I got to read this profile. It sounds good.
It's really something. And are we going to end up playing Norway? I don't know. I don't
know the matchups. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know. We just have to keep winning.
Really incredible, though.
I look forward to that. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you didn't get into, in this case, any fights. It doesn't appear.
No, I mean, everybody was so joyful. They're hugging and crying and kissing each other. And the English fans in particular in our hotel, dancing the night away and just couldn't believe the jubilation that they felt.
Was this at the Ramada?
Oh, you are so cute. The same jubilation I saw, by the way, I did encounter Ian Leonard, friend of the show, Ian Leonard, dressed
in New York?
In New York.
You encountered him there?
In New York.
Okay, yeah.
After the game, dressed in the English kit, as they call it, a jersey and a hat. And he was like a 10-year-old boy, as happy as I have ever seen him.
Do the English wear kilts, or is that just
that's the Scots who took over Boston.
Yeah, they did.
And
now, unfortunately, they were limited.
I know. And literally,
they drank the city
all
away.
The beer.
Yeah, think about that.
That's unfrickin' believable.
I didn't know. I thought it was the Irish who were supposed to drink a lot. Does Scots drink more?
Apparently, they're the champs now.
Yeah, they got it. Apparently.
All right.
Well, welcome back. I'm glad you survived it. And again, Executive Director, Minnesota Sports Facilities Authority. It's got your name.
If anybody's listening,
I hope you at least consider it.
Anybody's listening,
you can still come on.
Might be too much work for me.
Yeah, that's I think that's the problem. I just don't think you want to.
No,
work
you're
that
the
hard.
Executive Director. You hire people. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Would you
just get to BS?
Would you
and hang
call
with
Hank? Or would you call
Absolutely.
Michelle? Which one first?
Michelle was a great public servant. She absolutely was. She built
What's wrong with Hank?
She built U.S. Bank
what's wrong with
Stadium.
That is true. That is true.
You
never give Hank any credit. Poor guy.
Behind every strong woman.
That's it.
As a man eating a free hot dog.
Stop it.
That's right. We got to go. Enjoy the World Cup tonight. USA.
Will do,
Bosnia,
can do.
Herzegovina. We'll wrap things up next.
This is Bumper to Bumper with Dan Barrero on The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic.
Show Wrap is presented by American Pressure, commercial-grade pressure washer since 1975.
It's the Bumper to Bumper Show Wrap.
All right, we had a very, I think, eventful program today that included a decent amount of World Cup conversation, even before Brett Blakemore joined the discussion at about 3:30. Kessler joined at usual time at 5:30, and we had a lot of fun with his trip to New York, and not to mention trying to get him to consider this new position, Executive Director of Minnesota Sports Facilities Authority. Some WNBA conversation came up again today. Where was I going to go now? Oh, there is some controversy regarding that finish between Belgium and who was Belgium? Senegal.
Yeah.
Belgium
on
wins
the penalty.
The latest extra time kick in the history of or goal in the history of the World Cup. It was a penalty shot, and there is disagreement on whether the transgression was worthy of a penalty shot. Some say yes, some say not so much. There was, of course, the VAR usage in this case, and that ultimately was the ruling, and that ended up being the difference in the match, so to speak. We're on a short week this week because Friday is a best of day with the holiday, the 4th of July holiday weekend. So we're moving Lavelle up a day. He'll be with us tomorrow. We probably will open the inbox tomorrow. I might try to get Mitch Lawrence because he didn't respond to me early in the week. He might be on vacation. A blockbuster of a deal. Really, for me, one of the more shocking deals in recent memory. Jaylen Brown, 2 years removed from helping the Celtics win the World Championship, Finals MVP, has been traded for, as far as I'm concerned, dimes on the dollar. I mean, Paul George was once a great player. He's not that anymore. He's approaching, what did you tell me, 37 or 36?
He's 36 right now.
36 years old. And if that was the best that the Celtics could do, that's beyond belief that he would fall to that point. Now, I know they got a couple of number ones, and we're happy for you on that. But this is a world-class player who either isn't valued around the league as much as I think he should be, or something else is going on the basis of the contract. So the Celtics, in effect, I think are saying, we're trying to create flexibility for our future, and we're willing to take a further step back this upcoming year. Because there's no way they're anywhere near as good a team. Can we
get Mike Conley back?
And the question is, does Mike Conley want to reconsider?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think it might be too late. I don't know. Did they actually sign? Did he sign the deal, or did they just agree to terms?
Great question. Conley did do a nice, man, I'm getting old, Twitter post, X post, thanking all of us at Minnesota. But I don't know if that means he's signed the contract.
Hard, very difficult to say. So tonight, not on the Fan though, right? USA versus
absolutely on the Fan. Yeah, we're going right to it.
Oh, excellent. So that'll be on the agenda for tomorrow. Absolutely, reaction to the U.S. being in position to then they would take on Belgium.